Lately I have been wondering wondering about what do I know about this life and where do I go after I die? How can it be so that some people say that it all ends when into my grave I descend? But how can my aim of heaven be flowed when my only wish is to be with my Lord?
إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله تعالى فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My dear beloved brothers and respected sisters in Islam everywhere, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome again with a new episode in your program Hear and Obey. May Allah make it easy for us to be a good believers who would receive the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with open heart and open mind. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has talked to us many times in the Holy Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to us this holy book that contains 6,236 verses, and each verse must be an important verse to every Muslim, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to us and the guidance would come through this great book of Allah, the Quran. In our program Hear and Obey, my dear brothers and sisters, we are looking into some verses when Allah has addressed His believers, subhanahu wa ta'ala. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah said in this book there is great guidance for the believers. Allah said, إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا. Allah said that this Quran guides those believers to the straight path, to the straight way, the best way, the way of Islam, the way of Allah, the way of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And it gives good news and glad tidings to those believers who do righteous deeds, that they will receive a huge reward from Allah. May Allah make us among the people of this ayah, the people who read the Quran and act upon its words, the people who listen to the rules of Allah and obey them, the people who hear Allah's commands and they hasten and adhere to them. My dear brothers and sisters, in today's episode, inshaAllah, in this episode, we would like to see a new command from Allah. Would like to recite it and understand it completely and see what we should do in order to react to this command, in order to obey it, in order to hear it correctly and to apply it in our life. May Allah make it easy for us and grant us success and give us in this dunya the happiness and to increase our iman. Ameen. The verse of today, my dear brothers and sisters, it talks about a very important issue. It is regard taking the bitana, to take the good people to work with you, to let a specific type of people to inform them about your secrets, especially that related to the countries, related to the secrets of any Muslim country. Let us listen to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said first, and then we go from there, inshaAllah. Allah the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا بطانة من دونكم لا يألونكم خبالا ودوا ما عنتم قد بدت البغضاء من أفواههم وما تخفي صدورهم أكبر قَدْ بَيَّنَّا لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. Allah the Almighty said this verse to us believers. Allah has addressed His believers, His slaves, those who believed with Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. He Azza wa Jal has given us a warning. And this warning is regard an important thing that might take us down, that might make us fail. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He warned us against something that is really important, that could be a way of destruction if we didn't follow this command. If you don't obey Allah in this command, and that's especially for people in power, for people who have the authority in any Muslim country, that they shouldn't take their important positions, they shouldn't give it to the disbelievers, the people who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They actually should make sure that they get the nice people, the people who are Muslims, the people who will keep their secrets, the people who will not take these secrets out to their enemies. Allah said, لا تتخذوا بطانة من دونكم لا يألونكم خبالا. Bitana means those who know the very important secrets of the Muslim country, of the Muslim state. You should not, and that's also for individuals, you should not inform the people that you do not trust about your special matters, about your private things that you worry about. Allah said that we should not do that and give our secrets to such people, especially those who disbelieve, those who are kuffar, from among the disbelievers, the Christians, the Jews. Why? Because we want to keep our secrets hidden to ourselves, so that our enemies do not know what we are planning, what we want to do. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and let us focus on this. He said, لا يألونكم خبالا. He said, they do not, those disbelievers, they do not hesitate to spoil what you are doing, to stop the khair that you are trying to do, to stop the good ways that you are trying to take, and instead they try to attract you to the bad ways, the wrong projects, the wrong studies, so you fail. That's how the disbelievers work. They stop all the khair that comes to this country or any country from among the Muslim countries. That's why Allah said, لا يألونكم خبالا. I mean, and Allah meant in this, the explanation of this, that they do not leave any chance, and they take all the advantages to put you down, to make you fail in what you are doing. And Allah is saying that to us in a way of advice, a way of telling us the nasiha, so that we will avoid taking the bad people from the disbelievers. Allah said, وَدُّوا مَا عَنِتُّمْ, that these people, they would love to see you fail, would love to see you in difficulties and problems. They do not want to see you in any success at all. They always love to see you in such problems and difficulties that you might face always in your life. Those people work hard day and night to dig dugs for you so that you fail in those ones. And we call them the munafiqeen. And they were exist in the time of Rasulullah ﷺ as well. Those ones, they say they are Muslims, but in the same time they have lots of enmity to the Muslim world, to the Muslim ruler. So you don't really help him the way that it should be. So they always, when they talk just like as they make you feel that they are really in your favor. They wanna be beside you, but the fact that they are not, they actually are wishing for your destruction and that you fail in everything that you do. So what happens? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قَدْ بَيَّنَّا لَكُمُ الْآيَاتِ إِن كُنْتُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have explain to you clearly the verses of Allah Azza wa Jal, so that you will understand such kind of people. And imagine Allah Azza wa Jal did not leave such thing like this to go. He subhanahu wa ta'ala also explained to the believers that to take a good person, a pious person, to be in a position, because people who are not pious, people who are not really fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will steal, they will destroy, they will make the company or the position that they are taking, they will use it in the wrong ways, and they will always cause destruction to the Muslim nation. In the time of Rasulullah, some of the munafiqeen will exist, and they used to do the same. They will apparently you will see them as Muslims, but in fact Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about them that they are munafiqeen. That's why we should be careful when we choose our employees, when we choose and put in different positions in a Muslim country, in a state, in a company, anywhere. Always make sure that you put the people with good reputation, people who are really sincere, people who are really God-fearing, people who are really like always in a state of worship. There is no background about them that they are they stole or they did something wrong in their lifetimes. They don't really connect with any evil before, so that they will grow what you do instead of making it down. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to us in this great verse of taking good ones with you, not the bad ones. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not let it go until He explained that to His Prophet ﷺ and to us as believers, to follow that afterwards, to take the good ones and to put them in specific positions, so that they don't make us fail and go back, and instead of moving forward, and to make sure that you don't take from the disbelievers and to put them in some positions. You can get some disbelievers in some positions, but you don't tell them about the secrets of what you do, the secrets of your country, the secrets of the important things of the state, of the Islamic State, because that will cause that they will transfer your information to the enemies of Allah, the enemies of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always protect us as Muslims. We ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us and to protect the Muslim countries, to give us good rulers who rule with Allah's words, with Sharia of Islam, and those who choose good people with them from the advisors and those who take the different positions and ministers. May Allah Azza wa Jal make all the Muslim countries like that, and make us always avoid the bad people, the hypocrites people, the munafiqeen or the kuffar in these positions, so that we will keep ourselves always in success. Ameen. Until I see you, inshallah, my dear brothers and sisters, I will see you after the break, inshallah. So please stay with me. We will continue to talk about this important verse, inshallah. May Allah make it easy for all of us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Here I am, pleading at your door. Send me your mercy, send me your peace, or I am lost for sure.
We try to recap what we do here at Huda TV for the past week, and we try to share with you some of the latest news that is happening behind the scenes here at the station.
Living Islam would love a cooking show to be aired for Arabic dishes. Also more programs for children regarding manners.
We want to go ahead and take a look at our YouTube page right now and see how it looks as it stands. Well, I'm on the screen right now, but I'm not on TV. I'm actually through YouTube, as you can see right there. It's the same exact thing that you see on TV here live. It's exactly the same thing that is on our YouTube page through our live streaming. A great way to stay in touch with us.
It's my first time to call Huda TV, but I like it too much.
Because there is no program in Huda TV that it is not important for our Muslims, inshallah.
My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back again in this episode in your program Hear and Obey. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we were talking about a very important command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the believers. And this command talks about that you take someone in a good position that you have, like you don't, for the Muslim ruler, when he chooses the ministers, when he chooses the prime minister of his country, when he chooses the people in the higher positions, he must choose those who have sincerity to the country, to the Muslim country, to Islam, those who have really good faith of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are really obedience to Allah Azza wa Jal. I don't take like the hypocrites, the munafiqeen, or the disbelievers, as Allah Azza wa Jal warned us against that. That's a warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the believers, that to select, and even this we can use it with your friends. When you select your friends, when you have a company with someone, you shouldn't take someone like really who would cause you problems, somebody who would take you to the sins and to the ma'asi, to the nightclubs and to drinking and to do bad stuff and major sins. You select a good friend. As the Prophet Muhammad said, for example, he said, لا تصاحب إلا مؤمنا ولا يأكل طعامك إلا التقي. He said, you do not get a company or a friend except somebody who is a mu'min, somebody who has faith, somebody whose faith is strong, so that he doesn't cause you trouble in the future or cause you to go to hellfire. Because you know what, as we say, as-sahibu sahib, the friend is one who pulls you. So he pulls you to the good places or to the worst places, the bad, the evil places. That's why we usually need to choose for ourselves. Same thing like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this one, bitana, somebody who will know your secrets. That's why you don't talk about your secrets of your house, of your company, any secrets. You don't talk except to the people that you trust, except people that you know that they are good mu'mins. They are not going to take your information out to some people or your enemies. And this is exactly what should be with the Muslim countries, with the Muslim rulers. When they select the people and put them in positions, they should not select the bad ones. And you know, the destruction of any country happens because of the people who are in the management, the people who rule that country, the people who steal what is under their responsibility. If you have a minister who for example, you cannot put a finance minister, somebody who's a kafir, somebody who would steal you and sell you for cheap for the other countries, your enemies, like what happened in some Muslim countries. You don't put somebody in a head of a company, big company, somebody who's known as a hypocrite, or somebody who would steal the company and transfer the money of the company to his own account. These important things are really in order to make the Muslim countries successful. And you know, subhanAllah, when many Muslim countries did not take care of these verses of Allah Azza wa Jalla and they did not apply them, they failed and they have lots of loss. They lost most of their wealth. You know, most of the Muslim countries' wealths are outside and overseas. They are in the West. Yani most of the wealths of the rich people of the Muslim country, they are rich. They take the money of the Muslims and they put it in the non-Muslim banks in Western countries. Subhanallah, while they can use this money to help their countries and to make it stronger and stronger and to build their armies and to be strong in order to face any attacks that might happen in the future. My dear brothers and sisters, let us see a hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who said, ما بعث الله من نبي ولا استخلف من خليفة إلا كان له بطانتان بطانة تأمره بالخير وتحضه عليه وبطانة تأمره بالسوء وتحضه عليه والمعصوم من عصمه الله. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as it is narrated by Al-Bukhari, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah did not send a messenger or Khalifa, somebody who's in position, a leader, except Allah gave him two types of people, two groups of the company that is helping him to do his job, to do his work, like ministry or people in high positions. So he said, he has two groups. One bitana, one group that help him to do the khair and encourage him to do that. And that bitana, like somebody in a higher position, somebody with an experience, somebody who's sincere in his work, somebody who wants to see success for his leader. And the other bitana, the other group, is a group that encourage him to do evil, does not allow him to do khair, to do the good stuff, and instead they always encourage the bad ways, give the wrong advice, always select the wrong stuff to help their leader, so that they will make him fail. And Rasulullah said, وَالْمَعْصُومُ مَنْ عَصَمَهُ اللَّهُ. And the real protected ones are the ones that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only protect. No one is protecting us except Allah Azza wa Jal. وَالْمَعْصُومُ مَنْ عَصَمَهُ اللَّهُ. Meaning that the one who's being protected only is the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will save from that evil groups that come to positions around him and inform him about evil and take his information and send it to other people. That's why it is a must. It is an obligation on the hakim of the Muslimin, the wali, the ruler, the leader of the Muslim country, the president of a Muslim country. It is a must on him to take care and to be careful with this verse, actually, to hear exactly the command of Allah Azza wa Jal and the warning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of taking a good people around him, to choose the bitana salihah, the good group of people who would help him in each position, in all ministries. I will choose and select the good people, everyone in his position, in order to make his ministry successful and to let that appear to the people in his country. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded the leaders, especially in this verse. And Umar ibn al-Khattab, for example, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was told that there is a man who was a Christian from Hira, from the Hira, and this man, he said, the Sahaba told him that this person is the best one to be the writer, yani the best one who can write. Then Hadrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, I do not take any close person in my work except from the believers. Hadrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that. And another narration also, that Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said to Umar ibn al-Khattab about another Christian to count, like an accountant from the Christians. He said to Sayyidina Umar, this is one of the best accountants to help you, to count for you. So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu stopped him, and he said that we should not allow such person or such kafir, somebody who's not on the religion of Islam, to know the secrets of the believers, to get them closer to you, to know your secrets and to know your information, and because there is a worry that they might take it away. You may trust some people in some positions, in any company, in any job, but in the same time, we don't give them exactly the secrets of the company or the secrets of the country. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself, the one who disregarded them, the one who said about them that they are kuffar, so we cannot have them close to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who said that by saying, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَتَّخِذُوا بِطَانَةً مِّن دُونِكُمْ لَا يَأْلُونَكُمْ خَبَالًا. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself, alayhi salatu wasalam, we know that he used to choose the best people to do the jobs. In his time, alayhi salatu wasalam, he selected, for example, Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu to be the leader of one battles, and he selected, for example, Abdullah ibn Rawaha, Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, and Zayd ibn Harisa to be the leaders of one of the other battles, as we know. And then he sallallahu, before he dies, he selected Usama ibn Zayd to be a leader of an army. So he, alayhi salatu wasalam, will select the good people to be on the head of important projects, so that they will be done in the correct way, alayhi salatu wasalam. And he used to warn the believers against the bad people in any position who would take them to the wrong ways. So he sallallahu, for example, talked about your neighbor, your friend, the good friend that you select, so that he would help you to do the good things all the time. Rasulullah sallallahu did not leave it, except he explained that also to us. So that's why, my dear brothers and my dear sisters in Islam, it is a mandatory to the Muslim leader, the Muslim ruler, the Muslim president, the Muslim hakim, the Muslim wali who's taking care of the issues of the Muslimin to take the good group beside him, the good believers who fear Allah Azza wa Jal, who work hard for the benefit of their country, the benefit of the Muslim world, and instead of taking the munafiqeen or the kuffar closer to him, to him in his work. Any Muslim leader must hear this command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any Muslim businessman, he should take care of the people who are working with him, and any Muslim lawyer, he should make sure that the people working with him are good ones who do not sell him for cheap to the enemies of Allah and the enemies of Islam. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this is the end of this episode. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from the munafiqeen and from the kuffar, and to make always the people who work beside us and around us trusted people, honest people, pious people, God-fearing people, good believers, so that they will help us to be successful instead of making us fail. Inshallah ta'ala, until I see you next time, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect all the Muslim nations and all the Muslim countries and all the Muslim leaders to lead the Muslim countries to the way of Allah, to the straight line, to help us to get the victory from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Until I see you next time, inshallah, may Allah make it easy for us and protect all the Muslim ummah. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Here I am, pleading at your door. Send me your mercy, send me your peace, or I am lost for sure. Oh Lord, here I am, yearning for your cure. This humble servant will be diverted from you no more. No more, no more. And so I was called to the places my Lord, the places my Lord has blessed for all. Joining the millions, that day I walked, for my eternal salvation I sought. And standing before him with all I had, 2 empty hands and a humble man, I pledged my very life to him. Oh Lord, here I am.